Each April, the Parkinson's Foundation works with the worldwide Parkinson's community to make life better for people with PD during Parkinson Awareness Month and beyond. Joining us today is Parkinson's Foundation CEO John Lehr and Vikas Chinnan, a person living with young-onset Parkinson's disease. Welcome, you two. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much for having us.
Good. Thank you.
John, let's talk about, of course, how important it is to make sure people are aware of Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, so thank you for that. The reason why it's important is 1 million Americans are living with Parkinson's disease, and 90,000 individuals are newly diagnosed. That's based on a new study, and it shows that that's an increase of 50% over prior estimates. Parkinson's disease is a tough disease. It's a degenerative neurological disorder. It primarily affects people later in life, in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. The number one risk factor is age. And as our population ages, it's increasingly important for people to be aware of what the signs and the symptoms are and how to access the best resources and information to live well with this disease.
Yeah. Vikas, let's talk about what is young-onset Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, young-onset Parkinson's disease, or YOPD as it's known, affects people that are younger than 50 years of age, and that represents about 4% of the 1 million Americans living with Parkinson's. The thing to understand about YOPD is that people who experience this disease at a younger age often experience it differently. For example, they may be at a different stage of their career and thus have less time to focus on family care, or on their personal care. They may have children or be planning to have children and then have questions that arise around passing the PD genes on to those kids. Yeah. In my case, I was diagnosed at age 45 at the peak of my career with 2 young children, experiencing lots of unexplained symptoms. So the diagnosis, frankly, came as quite a relief.
And I think it's, like you said, it's important for people to get checked and see because it does set on different ways. John, let's talk about how people get involved with, of course, the Parkinson community.
Yeah, so if people are looking for information and resources, the best place to go is our website, parkinson.org. We also have a helpline, 800-4PD-INFO. That's 800-4PD-INFO. We've got a great team of clinicians who are answering calls during normal business hours in the United States. But if you want to learn about volunteer activities, how to raise awareness, how to raise funds, again, parkinson.org, our website, is the best place to go.
Wow, okay, that's great. Vikas, let's talk a little about you and how are you helping to live well with the disease? Some living with Parkinson's can be quite challenging. The good thing is that with a good care team and some key strategies that I'll share here in a second, it's easy to live a full and long life. As I mentioned, finding a good doctor and a care team that can be well versed in the disease and help you through it is important. Of course, there's good diet, regular exercise, low stress, making sure that you take your medicines on time, and good sleep hygiene are all also very important. And finally, there's the non-motor side of the disease, or the cognitive aspects like depression and apathy, and being open with your care team and your family about what you're experiencing can help them help you through what you're experiencing. Yeah. Hey, John, let's talk about other ways and details more about how people are dealing with this and how we can get involved.
Yeah, so I think the best way for people is if they want to find information and resources, parkinson.org, our website. There's lots of information about the best places to go for care in the United States. Our helpline folks were happy to help direct people in local communities to places where they can get great care. So those are the 2 places I'd go, parkinson.org, or call our 800 number, 800-4PD-INFO.
Perfect. Hey, thank you, too, for being with us this morning and, again, bringing this awareness to a lot of people around our community here who are dealing with Parkinson's or are, of course, needing to get checked out for early onset Parkinson's. So we appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you so much for having us.